I remember when Kim and Kanye got together and eventually got married and they were having children and acting like they had this perfect life, wondering when it would all come to a very dramatic and drawn out end. On one hand, you have this woman who became famous at first for being friends with another woman who people only really knew about because of her very rich father. Kim eventually became a model, and then she really poured gasoline on her small relevance fire with the help of her buddy Ray J. Keep in mind, her mother orchestrated that entire thing. She dated around for a while, got her own TV show, and even got married for about 72 days. But once she met Kanye, the rest was really all history. Kanye is a man who is not only a musical genius, but also one of the most innovative fashion designers and icons of this era. I would even go as far as to call him a very influential thought leader throughout his career, who was never afraid to say what was on his mind.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please call.
In the past few days,
and the one thing these two really seem to have in common is the fact that they will do quite literally anything for fame and notoriety. And they are both essentially narcissists addicted to attention. I know Kanye stans won't like that one, but come on. To reach his level of fame, or really anywhere in the general atmosphere, you have to be a pretty self-involved person deep down. And in his case, his ego has been on display for decades. So they went on for quite some time portraying this image of what they saw as a powerhouse relationship and marriage. Every decision that one of them made, the other stood right behind them with their full support, even when the media might have been bashing said decision. And I believe it wasn't until around 2019, maybe 2020, when their relationship truly started to unravel in front of the public eye for the very first time. Kanye was out in Wyoming running for president, doing photo ops with Donald Trump, and this was the first time we really saw Kim Kardashian go against her then husband publicly. She took a stance against Trump and basically said that she didn't like the way her husband was acting when he had a family to take care of back home. This would only be the very beginning of a very long and still ongoing dispute between the two. And let's be honest, every relationship can only be understood fully by the people involved in it, but when you have two mega celebrities like this, it all created a media storm around the pair and their family. And at this point it was like they had lost all sense of identity, and this isn't something you want to happen to you. That's why I'm teaming up with Aura today to try and prevent you from getting your identity stolen. Over the years, we have all left a massive digital footprint online, and this leaves you very susceptible to data brokers who are selling your intimate information like your email, phone number, home address, and even your social security number. Aura solves this problem by sending these slimy data brokers opt-out requests on your behalf, something they are legally required to comply with. Additionally, Aura will also scan the dark web for your information as well. Personally, I had a couple of passwords leaked on there for some very important accounts. Aura also has an antivirus software, a VPN, a password manager, and much more bundled into their service for an incredible price. The best part is you can try Aura for free for 2 weeks using my link aura.com/JAMARI, and I promise you will be shocked by what they find in just that 14-day period. Once again, that's aura.com/JAMARI, clickable in both the description and the pinned comment. And you can also click the QR code right here on the screen. Thanks again, Aura, for sponsoring today's video. And from here, I think they did attempt to reconcile a bit.
I need you to run right back, baby. More specifically, Kimberly.
But it was obvious this whole situation was beyond salvaging, and soon we would get videos of Kanye saying he wasn't allowed at his daughter's birthday party.
Yeah, I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that these are the kind of games that's being played. This ain't gonna keep happening. This narrative is not finna happen. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that with me.
He would basically call Kris Jenner the worst influence possible on not only Kim, but also his kids. Kanye would constantly be going off on social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter. We would eventually see Kim link up with Pete Davidson, who got a tattoo of another man's kid's initials on his neck only after being involved in their life for around a single month. Kanye would say God saved him from his car crash just so he could beat Pete Davidson's ass, along with this very cryptic music video where he went full on Eminem in displaying just how dark his feelings towards the comedian had become. Kanye was buying the house across the street, Kim continued to play the victim. Eventually, Kanye would get married to this random woman. And in general, the last couple of years could be described as an absolute shitstorm. And he can't tell me these Kardashian women and their mother the Sith Lord don't secretly love part of it because it keeps them and their show relevant. I've actually noticed this growing trend that every time a new season of this show comes out, they pull the Kanye is crazy card to promote it. And now we have reached the highlight of today's video, ladies and gentlemen, where Kim had this to say on the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
But even just like how he looks so down on me for like my tape and brings it up all over town, all over the media, like thanks for reminding people once again. All of his shenanigans, I don't even know what the to call it. Rhetoric. Is gonna be far more damaging to the kids one day than my tape will ever be.
That's right.
Now, Kanye has definitely said some pretty insane shit over the last couple of years, not only in regards to how he feels about society and his tendency to rewrite well-documented history, but also about the mother of his children. With that being said, I'm not sure it gets much more embarrassing for a child than your mother starring in the most infamous celebrity tape of all time. I mean, imagine these kids are at the lunch table laughing while someone's getting roasted. That kid who's getting made fun of is gonna turn around and say, "I know you're not laughing, son. I watched your mother in VR last night." And no matter how much you try and shield them from this reality, it's sadly inevitable. We already saw how she reacted when her son apparently got an advertisement for her unreleased tape while playing Roblox.
And a thing popped up and he started laughing. I was like, "Mommy, look," and it was a picture of my cry face. And it was a game that someone made of Roblox. And it said Kim's new tape. When you clicked on it, thank God he can't read yet.
And the CEO of Roblox would come out and later say that this was all a manufactured moment for their TV show, which makes me really question where these people stand morally and how much of their life is really just for the cameras, even when it comes to this self-exploitation. Either way, it's clear that Kim is still very insecure about the video that pretty much set her trail for fame and fortune. Don't get me wrong, she has actually worked very hard and built quite the empire for herself. But to act like what Kanye is doing is more damaging than what she did is just about the biggest cop-out of all time. The other thing is, I feel like artists usually get a huge pass for their bad behavior. Like if a kid wants to talk about Kanye, he's gonna get roasted while someone throws on late registration. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this quote down below. I guess it does kind of just show me that no matter how rich you are, no matter who your parents are, you could still later have to make this sacrifice for them and the things that they've done. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. Y'all make sure you go check out the sponsor of today's video, Aura. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other stupid quotes out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!